Good morning, Jennifer. My name is Lisa Cornell, and my CIPD membership number is 8975467. And I am a people advisor at Gemjo. Gemjo is one of the largest insurers in the country. Over 5 million customers choose home, car, van, travel, and pet insurance products from Gemjo, and they expect high quality customer service. To ensure that high standards are achieved and maintained, a large workforce is required, and more than 2,500 people work for Gemjo. Locations of work vary. Some staff are fully office-based at one of the 5 office locations, and some are home-based, while some also utilize a combination of office and home working. We are glad to have you here for the interview for the People Assistant position. We look forward to learning more about your skills, qualifications, and experience, and how they align with the requirements for the role. Given this background, are you ready to continue with the interview? If yes, please could you tell me why you believe that you are the best fit for the People Advisor position?
Good afternoon, Lisa, and thank you for having me here today. I am keen to demonstrate how my skills, experience, and qualifications align with the people advisor role and the value I can bring to Gemjo. And yes, I'm ready to proceed with this interview.
Thank you, Jennifer. What do you think the role of a people assistant is within an organisation?
I believe the role of a people assistant is to support the smooth running of the organization's people function by helping create a positive and well organized employee experience. They act as a key point of support for both the employees and the people/HR team. This includes handling important administrative tasks such as maintaining employee records, supporting recruitment processes, coordinating onboarding for new starters, and helping manage HR systems and documentation. By ensuring that these processes are run efficiently and accurately, a people assistant helps the organization to stay compliant and organized. Beyond administration, the role also contributes to the employee experience. A people assistant often helps answer employee queries, supports engagement initiatives, and assists with well-being, training, or internal communications. In this way, they help foster a supportive and inclusive workplace culture. Overall, the people assistant plays an important role in enabling the people team to focus on strategic priorities by ensuring that the day-to-day people processes are handled efficiently and that employees feel supported throughout their journey with the organization.
Thank you. My next question is this role involves managing multiple administrative tasks. And with that bear in mind, how would you stay organised when dealing with several HR responsibilities?
Um, well, managing multiple HR administrative tasks, I would stay organized by prioritizing work, using structured systems, maintaining clear communications with the team. Firstly, I would prioritize tasks based on urgency and importance. For example, some sensitive tasks such as responding to employee queries or preparing documents for onboarding would be handled promptly, while long-term tasks could be scheduled appropriately. I would also use organizational tools such as task lists, calendars, and HR systems to keep track of deadlines and responsibilities. Breaking larger tasks into smaller steps helps ensure nothing is overlooked and allows me to monitor progress more effectively. Finally, I believe communication is key. If priorities change or workloads increase, I would check with my line manager or team to confirm what should be addressed first. This ensures that the most important HR processes are always completed on time while maintaining accuracy and attention to detail.
Thank you, Jenna, for that detailed response. My next question is, how would you support the recruitment process as a people assistant at Gemjo?
As a people assistant, I would support the recruitment process by ensuring that each stage runs smoothly and that both candidates and hiring managers have a positive experience. This would start with assisting in preparing and posting job advertisements, screening applications, and organizing candidate information so that hiring managers can easily review applicants. I would also coordinate interview schedules, communicate with candidates about the interview times and next steps, and ensure that all relevant documentation is prepared. Throughout the process, I would maintain accurate records within the HR system and ensure that recruitment activities follow company policies and data protection requirements. Clear communication is also important, so I would respond to candidate inquiries and keep hiring managers updated on progress. Finally, as a candidate is selected, I would support the onboarding process by preparing offer letters, collecting necessary documentation, and helping ensure that the new starters feel welcomed and prepare for their prepare for their first day. Overall, my goal would be to help make the recruitment process efficient, organized, and positive for everyone involved. My training style is very hands-on and visual. I like to demonstrate the step for the employee at first time, allowing them to observe the task. And once they have my example to follow, they can complete the task with my supervision and advice. I also like to provide ongoing training by periodically checking in and having refresher training.
Thank you for that response, Jennifer. This brings me to my next question, which is, are you aware of how to support employment relations activities while setting up grievance and disciplinary investigations?
Yes, I'm aware of how to support the employment relations activities, including grievance and disciplinary investigations. I understand the importance of fairness, confidentiality, and compliance with company policies and employment law when handling such matters. In previous roles, I've assisted in documenting incidents, gathering relevant information, and coordinating meetings with employees and managers while maintaining impartiality. I also ensure that all steps and processes are properly recorded and communicated clearly to the relevant stakeholders, helping the organization manage workplace issues effectively and professionally.
Thank you, Jennifer. My next question that I have for you is, do you currently have the necessary skills for conducting reward activities to perform precision within payment calculation, granting annual leave to employees, and providing contractual entitlements?
Oh, Lisa, yes, I do. I believe I have the necessary skills to conduct reward relating activities with a high level of precision. I have strong attention to detail and experience working with employee data, which is essential when handling payment calculations, annual leave balances, and contractual entitlements. I understand the importance of accuracy and compliance with company policies and employment regulations when managing these processes. I'm also very comfortable with using HR systems and spreadsheets to track and verify information, ensuring that calculations and entitlements are correct. In addition, I always double check my work and follow established procedures to minimize errors and ensure employees receive the correct payments and benefits. Overall, I'm very confident in my ability to manage these responsibilities carefully and reliably.
Thank you, Jennifer. That was a brilliant answer. My next question is, Are you well aware of data protection acts and information management procedures for maintaining confidentiality pertaining to staff information?
Lisa, yes, I am. I understand the importance of data protection and maintaining confidentiality when handling staff information. In the UK, this involves following the principles of the UK GDPR and the Data Protection Act, which require personal data to be handled lawfully, securely, and only for legitimate purposes. In a people assistant role, this means ensuring that employee information, such as personal data, contracts, and HR records, are stored securely and only accessed by authorized individuals. I would also make sure that sensitive information is not shared inappropriately and that documents are handled, stored, and disposed of in line with organizational policies. I am also aware of the importance of accuracy and confidentiality when using HR system, emailing documents, or discussing employee matters. If I were ever unsure about how information should be handled, I would refer to the organization's data protection policies or seek guidelines from a senior member of the people team. Overall, I recognize that maintaining confidentiality and protecting employee data is essential for building trust and ensuring the organization remains compliant with data protection regulations.
Thank you very much, Jennifer, for that detailed answer. That brings me to my next question, which is, are you aware of the employee life cycle and do you have firm knowledge regarding this?
Sorry, could you repeat the question?
Sorry, do you have firm knowledge about the whole employee life cycle? Are you aware of the employee life cycle?
Oh, yes, sorry. I have comprehensive knowledge about this entire employee life cycle, which is the foundational HR model tracking as employees journey through their initial attraction to the company until they leave, and sometimes beyond as illuminous. The journey is generally divided into 7 key stages. Attraction, developing a strong employer brand to draw in talent, often before they apply, by showcasing company culture and values. Recruitment, the process of sourcing, interviewing, hiring, which is crucial for setting expectations and providing a positive candidate experience. Onboarding, integrating new hires into the organization, providing training, and ensuring they feel welcome to accelerate their time to productivity. Development, providing ongoing training, mentorship, and career growth opportunities, which is vital for engaging and retaining high performers. Retention, creating a positive, supportive work environment, offering competitive rewards and recognition, and fostering employee engagement. Offboarding, managing the exit process with care, conducting exit interviews to gather feedback and ensure a smooth transition. Advocacy, turning former employees into brand ambassadors or happy leavers who refer to new talent and speak positively about the company.
Thank you for that detailed answer again there, Jennifer. With one of the key stages being recruitment, how would you support the recruitment process as a people assistant at GemJo?
If an employee came to me with an HR question, my first step would be to listen carefully and make sure I fully understand their query. It's important that employees feel heard and comfortable asking questions, so I would approach the conversation in a professional, approachable, and confidential manner. If the question is something I can answer directly, such as a query about policies, procedures, or general HR processes, I would provide clear and accurate information based on the organization's guidelines. I would make sure that the employee understands the response and knows where to find further information if needed. If the query is more complex or something that needs input from a senior member of the people team, I would let the employee know that I would follow up with the appropriate person and come back as soon as possible. I would ensure the issue is escalated correctly while maintaining confidentiality. Overall, my aim would be to resolve the query efficiently, communicate clearly, and ensure that the employee feels supported and confident in the information they receive.
Thank you for your detailed answers there. I have some more questions now, which are a bit more personal to yourself rather than regarding the role. So that brings me to my next question, which is why did you leave your last role?
I appreciated the experience I gained in my previous role and the skills I was able to develop, sorry. However, I felt it was the right time to look for an opportunity where I could continue to grow and develop my skills further, particularly in a role that focuses more on supporting people and organizational processes. I'm especially interested in supporting where I can contribute to a positive workplace environment, develop my administrative and communication skills, and gain more experience within a people-focused team. That's one of the reasons this role really appealed to me, and it offers the chance to support the employees while developing a professionally organization within the organization.
Thank you, Jennifer, for your response to my last question. That brings me to my next one, which is what do you think that your strengths and weaknesses are currently?
One of my key strengths is organization and prioritization. I'm good at managing people tasks and ensuring deadlines are met without compromising quality. In my previous role, I often handled several projects at once, so I developed a system to track priorities and communicate progress clearly with the team. This helped us deliver projects on time and keep stakeholders informed. One area I've been working on is delegating tasks. Earlier on in my career, I tended to take on too much myself because I wanted to ensure that everything is done well. Over time, I realized that effective delegation helps the team to grow and improves efficiency. I've been actively improving this by assigning responsibilities more clearly and trusting team members with ownership of tasks.
Thank you, Jennifer. That was a great answer there. That brings me to one of my next questions, which is how many people have you managed in your past job role?
In my previous role, I directly managed a team of 5 people. My responsibilities included tasks allocation, performance reviews, and mentoring. Beyond my direct reports, I often collaborated with a wider cross-functioning team of 12 people to deliver projects successfully and gave me experience in both managing a team and coordinating with larger groups to achieve results.
Thank you for that response there, Jennifer. My next question brings me to customers, and as we know, not all customers are happy customers. So, bearing that in mind, how would you handle a phone call from an angry customer?
If I received a call from an angry customer, my first priority would be to remain calm, professional, and listen carefully to their concerns. I understand that when someone is upset, they often want to feel heard, so I would allow them to explain the issues without interrupting. Once I understand the situation, I would acknowledge their frustration and show empathy by thanking them for bringing the issue to my attention and reassuring them that I want to help resolve this. I would then ask any necessary questions to gather the relevant information so I can understand the problem fully. If the issue is something I can resolve, I would explain the steps I will take to address it and keep the customer informed. If it requires support from another team member or department, I would let the customer know and that I would escalate the issue and ensure it's passed to the appropriate person. Throughout the call, I would remain polite and focused in finding the solution. My aim would be to turn a negative experience into a positive one by making the customer feel respected, supported, and confident that their concern is being taken seriously.
Thank you, Jennifer. That was a great response regarding your angry customer on the phone. My next question is, what do you think the role of a people assistant is within an organisation itself?
I think the role of a people assistant is to support the smooth running of the organization's people function by helping create a positive and well organized employee experience. They act as a point of support for both the employees and the people/HR team. This includes handling important administrative tasks such as maintaining employee records, supporting recruitment processes, coordinating onboarding for new starters, and helping manage HR systems and documentation. By ensuring that these processes are run efficiently and accurately, a people assistant helps the organization stay compliant and organized. Beyond administration, the role also contributes to the employee experience. A people assistant often helps answer employee queries, supports engagement initiatives, and assists with well-being, training, or internal communications. In this way, they help foster a supportive and inclusive workplace culture. Overall, the people assistant plays an important role in enabling the people team to focus on strategic priorities by ensuring that the day-to-day people processes are handled efficiently, and that employees feel supported throughout their journey within the organization.
Thank you, Jennifer. And you'll be pleased to know that is the end of all of my questions. So thank you for all of your answers. And thank you for your interest in Genjo and taking the time to interview with us today. I've enjoyed getting to learn about you and your work background. I will be in contact within 2 weeks with our hiring decision.
Thank you very much. I look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take good care.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.